the ones doing it. We're the ones on air every week, like pushing out the content and talking to different people. So it's about, and we never did this before, you know.
Yeah.
Like 5 years ago, if we looked at what we're gonna do, we wouldn't think we're gonna do this, right? I think, what the hell? But we are.
Yeah.
It's got to change. It had to change us, right?
Yeah.
And we had to learn something about ourselves, and we did. I think that's what you're explaining to me. What you've learned about yourself.
Yeah.
I think learning about myself is that maybe I was born to do this.
Yeah.
You know.
No.
And maybe because I had obstacles when I was young, and like because I have a stutter, and it was really bad when I was a kid, so I couldn't really. I always got teased when I was at school. Like when I talk, I couldn't say S words, like or you know, or T words.
Yeah.
So I can't even say it. Then all the kids would laugh at me. This was back in primary school and all that. It was really bad. Then I got some therapy. My mom took me to a therapist. Then I was doing these things. But then over the years, I still had it, like through intermediate high school, but not as bad. It was slowly going away. I still got it a little bit here and there. But that because I had it at such a young age, that just killed my confidence, you know. Yeah. And that's why I didn't like public speaking and speeches and all that. Yeah, because of all that.
Yeah,
all that stuff I had when I was young.
But you're right. You're right though, because you know the trauma would have started somewhere. So again, you know, for yourself, when you had these speech problems, it's sad because we now know as an adult that shit is so wrong that people would do this, but yet it happens, and that's that trauma that happens. It goes with you throughout your whole life, you know. Even like going back to when I was a kid, I was so small, so skinny, and like any sport I would play, I know I was average at best. But because you're getting told, oh, you're skinny, you're not going to make it anywhere. That kind of small, skinny, and you're not going to make it any of these big guys. So you put yourself like, fuck these cunts, I'm gonna prove, and that's the doubters, They always did that to you. So that throughout my, my childhood up until I was at school, I always had that in the back of my head. Okay, I'm gonna do better than this. I'm gonna do better than what these people say. Or you're not gonna do this. You're too small to do that, Or you're not as good as this person. So in the sad thing about it is that it happens, That's just normal life. I guess you either use it as fuel or you let it take over you. And for you, bro, you just jump straight into it. Like if you were to tell yourself as a kid, oh, you're going to be on these podcasts and it's all verbal, you'd be like,
Yeah.
Or, I'm going to be an All Black, which I wasn't. I'm going to be All Black now. And if you were to tell me that, I play, I didn't travel the world, but, I just played a few rugby here and there, I wouldn't have probably thought that to myself. So, nah, man, some of these traumas that we face, it's a good and a bad, because you shouldn't be like put through that sort of stuff. But at the same time, it's a fuel, and we can use it as a positive. And bro, definitely for yourself, bro. You have a setup like this, and the the podcast world is crazy, bro.
That thing what you said about trauma and how you react to it. Like, when I think of depression, like, I think exactly what you said. Some people can handle, some people can't. Some people treat trauma, or some people treat a negative thing into fuel to, so I want to show you.
Yeah.
And overcome it. Some people bow their head and go, oh, yeah, you're right. Fuck.
Yeah.
But I don't know how you get to be those two types of people. I don't know what, because everyone's different.
Yeah.
Hey.
No. Oh, yeah.
And you can be in grow up in the same environment. Two people can grow up the same, and they can have those two different traits. One can be used as fuel. The other guy can not use it as fuel.
And kind of use it as a negative, and it'll take control of you instead of.
So I understand. I understand that happens to people. I get that. Cool.
Yeah.
That does happen to people.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know why
Yeah.
people use it as fuel. I don't know why people use it as a downer.
I could only speak for myself. Is that I think I've failed so many times as a kid, but I didn't know it was failure. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, because, when I said I was traumatized being teased when I was a starter, so all I did was avoid.
Yeah.
And so that was my safe place.
Yeah. True.
So avoid that stuff and not talk. Not
Not put yourself in that situation.
And not tell. And not tell stories.
Yeah, because it already. You already know that in the back of your head, I'm gonna stuff up and these guys are gonna laugh. That's it.
Yeah, not do it.
Yeah,
avoid.
yeah. So you don't put yourself there first.
Yeah, that's right. So I was comfortable not doing that, and I just lived a lot of my childhood being that person to avoid stuff, and I was fine with it.
Yeah.
It was never a wanting to be in the be out there. I am fine. I don't want to do it because I know I'm gonna stutter.
Yeah.
I'm safe here. I'll just carry on, and I just carried on.
Yeah.
So I didn't use it. I didn't do both. I didn't use it as fuel, and I didn't use it as like bow my head and I just carried on, but just avoid it. That might not be a good thing too. I don't know.
Oh, depends how you define what's success to you, right? Like you've gotten over it, and for me as well. I thought at a young age, we get these idols put in front of us, and one thing being like a great rugby player, but I was too small. Like those little things. But yeah, I use it as fuel, but at the same time, I failed a lot. As a kid, like I don't know what failure was then. Like I think I'd use not making these rep teams as a failure, and then you get to an age where, I think when you're out of school, when you're average at best, and your goal was to be, a rep player, and you get over it. Like obviously I'm not gonna All Black, I'm sitting here, but yeah, like I just like you said, you just moved away from it. You maybe that when you're younger, you didn't want to go that route of being the type to address those whatever you're going through, and that's the same thing as me. Like I'd still play rugby, I still play all the sports I could, and I think that kind of helped too. Like failure and just playing anything and everything, because I couldn't put myself in this one lane when I know I could put myself in all these other and try different things. And I guess you what do you call them? A jack of all trades. As a sports player, I try and play everything and everything. Even throughout college, finishing off, I just put my hand in that and playing badminton or squash. Shit that you don't really see, or you see your role models as. So you're trying that. So I think for me, I failed a lot, which taught me how to be more, I guess, mentally stronger. I don't know if that's even something, but I put that down to that, and also having family members around you that are always positive anyway. Like they know you're. Oh, maybe they didn't, because mum always used to tell me. Mum and dad always said, "Oh, sorry, not dad, but mum used to always, you're doing well." But when you see, look at dad, he's like, that. You look at your dad, and you're just looking for that one thing. He's like, not even give you a thumbs up, or he's smiling. You'll be like walking away, and you're like, maybe that was good today, but not as good as he wants it to be done. But I think that's made me a better man today too. Like all those things that but the old man was a hard man, and like as anyone's parent, especially when they've moved from the islands to come here and to better your life, and to see that they're trying to push you in, bro. Like you don't really know how much all these sports things like fees cost until you have kids, fucking, I don't know how, man, kids are. So I can only just imagine that him putting me through all these what's he's paying in these things. This kid's like, this kid's like,
not making.
yeah, why did I pay this $100 and you disappoint me?